Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is a mural by Simon White, 2024. It's a look at what it was like in 1905. It's a Druin Community Bank and District Longwarry Fire Brigade. And I'd say it was painted off a picture so they can commemorate what was happening here more than 120 years ago. Welcome to Longwarry, guys. I am about 15-20 minutes drive from Garfield, which is the last town we're in, and I'm going to have a walk around here, check the place out and see what we have in a town that I've never been to before. I am over at the north east side of Longwarry at the moment, the township. I'm walking through town today. I'm going to go past a few areas and a few places, and I'm going to try and push past these anxieties of cars walking past and looking at this bloke. What an idiot. But it's part of what I do, so you guys can see where I live. Anyway, we're in Longwarry, and Longwarry is a small old town. It's got about 2,400 members that live here, residents, and I'm sure people live here because it's quite cheap to live in, and hopefully you can build a good little house here as well. There is a new housing park being built over the other side of here, so it's going to get populated a bit more and grow. I did find that you drive through this place, it really feels like a industrial town where it's only a town because of industry. A lot of cars, trucks and all kinds of things drive through and stop and have food. It reminds me of the Old West, where the roads have still got dirt on them and you've got to try and get through a town where it's dirty and it just thrives on travellers, basically. It kind of reminds me of that. I'm not sure if it is. Longwarry has been here, well, as a town, has been here for, well, since 1840 when they put a railway track through, and it was called level crossing for the first few years until somebody came along and started putting some sidings up to protect the place called Fraser, and they called it Fraser's Siding for a long time. Very inventive with their names, really. And then in the end, I think the community must have stepped in and said, let's call this place Longwarry, which is an Aboriginal name for crossing rivers or something like that. Remember, all this area I've been going to lately was old swampland, and we obviously filled it all up and made towns out of it. This is a processing plant for dairy and everything you need for a supermarket and shops and everything else, and it gets sent out to the world from here. Longwarry Food Park. I'm going to try and sneak around there. I don't know if I'm allowed to. I'm going to see if I can anyway. There's no through road, but why not? Nobody's going to. All I have to do is say get out. Let's see what's down here. I think I might leave it here. It looks like it's private. Looks like some fermenters over there. Or anyway, they're probably milk fermenters. Okay, I think I might leave that. I'm not sure if I'll get in trouble for being there, but what do you do? I've got to try everything I can to show you what's around, eh? So I found this to be a quite busy little street. A lot of people here, a lot of cars parked. For a small town, there's a lot going on, and I think I found that in all the little rural towns around here, that's exactly what's happening. You've got pizza, you've got a post office, you've got a little main street, and it leads down around a corner to a pub. It does concern me that the post office is not old. It's like they've torn down the old one and built a new one, but if you look at the building, it does look more ancient when you go to the side of it. It must have been an old house at one stage. So Longwarry 3816. It must have been an old door. Just crossing the road there, something's caught my eye. Okay, by Country by Sea. These obviously has grown old, needs a bit of work. People must live here. Look at this, just married, newlyweds. Someone's banged up the butt of that car, look at that. Oh, well. So my guess would be that the people around here would need to try and be innovative and have mixed businesses to try and make a living. Check this old house out, how cool is this? It's bloody beautiful, isn't it? It's a real old one. And just like that, We've got a couple of townhouses as well, which have been around since, what I can tell, probably the 80s. And there's a modern shopping area just here. Hairdressers, Hilltop Hair, and the travel agents, and of course, a chemist. Yeah, I had lunch here. It was beautiful. It's like an old rustic house. G'day. So it really does amaze me how many old houses are amongst new buildings in supermarkets and what do you call it, shopping areas, stuff like that. Big truck, as you can see, a lot of trucks and stuff going around here. Just over here, they actually have a kindergarten, a Longwarry preschool. How's that? Nice and new and modern. Pretty cool. All right, we're heading over to the new rebuilt train station. Oh, and a train's coming. How about that? It's really good, these modern ones. They have gates and actual gates for pedestrians too, to stop them crossing the railway as well. Really good. Wow, that's loud. Where's this coming from? Let us cross. For a small town, they've got a pretty good little setup here. They've got a medical centre. People are looking at me, but it's all right. Isn't it funny how I'll go to a town and within minutes a train is coming? So, of course, I'm going to film it, you know. It's coming from that direction and making its way to Melbourne, which is that direction. And of course, the town I was in last was Garfield, and it's going through that as well. You know, I've just discovered that it was really warm coming down here. It was about 22, 23 degrees, and I got here, it's 18, 17 degrees. It really got cold just in a short period of time. So I've got this jacket on, but when the sun comes out, wow, it gets warm. It is springtime, and I'm hoping that the weather will get better soon. The wind still is a torment to my life, and hopefully that'll calm down soon as well. The train is arriving. It is quite late. I reckon about 7 to 8 minutes late. It's not too bad, really. If you're not in a hurry, it's not a big problem, is it? I just found something that's very intriguing. It's a house where I didn't expect there to be a house. I'm going to go have a look at it. So yeah, looking at this house at the moment, there's no driveway to it. I don't know if there's a back entrance or I didn't see one, you know. Interesting, very interesting. We'll get closer and let's see what it's about. I think someone does live here. There's a barbecue cover or a bike cover. I'd say that's a motorbike. Oh yeah, a little back gate. So I'd say somebody does live here. Yeah, intriguing having the house out in the middle of here. Oh, giant gum tree, look at the size of that thing. I would suggest they come in from the back, and this is their back door now. It used to be a front door. But there is definitely no gate anywhere. So yeah, this is intriguing how people live and how things go. It says number 2 in the letterbox sitting there. Big water jug out the back. Water tank out the back. Now, is it going to be sloshy? Probably not. Okay, let's see if there's an entrance from the rear of the house. Surely doesn't look like it. G'day. Okay, so what town would it be if they didn't have a war memorial? And this one looks like a big one. So, in memory of district soldiers, sailors and nurses who, by their courage, self-sacrifice and devotion to duty in the Great War 1914 to 1919, which is World War One, kept Australia free. Guys, that's a big list there. If that's this town, that's a lot of people who left this town as a small town. They're all over it. Look at this. Oh no, it's Belgium. Okay, so it's Gallipoli. Yeah, these are our soldiers who lost their lives hoping that we'd be free. So these are testaments or memorials for soldiers who lost their life within these towns. So it's not just Longwarry, it was from Labertush, Modella and Longwarry and a couple other places outside of this area. And the granite had actually come from a local granite mine here in Gippsland, lest we forget. All right, I'm starting to get really hot now, so I'm going to go and drop off my jacket. The wind's cold, but the sun is biting. All right. Of course, we've got the Longwarry Hotel. What a beautiful building. It looks a bit like a building I saw in Mornings and called the Royal Hotel. Quite stunning as a building and great architecture from the 40s. Oh, it looks like they're building a modern bowls green. How good's that? Oh, they've built it, or fixing things up around it anyway. Nothing like a fix-up job. Check this out. The Longwarry Public Hall, and it looks like it's an old Art Deco 40s building. How good's this? I'm going to quickly walk over, have a look at it and see if I can see what's inside. Yeah, a bit of Aussie decorations, and looks like the leaves are made of steel. That they are. How good's that? Made of steel. The community service board. Nice little bit of artwork on top. Longwarry Hall lessons begin at social dance nights, Mondays. Wow. I think it's right next to the Longwarry Primary School, to be honest. That it is. Look at that, Longwarry Primary School. I'm going to walk through the town a little bit, just see what I can find. See if I can get swooped by magpies or anything like that. I think it's a bit late now for the magpies at this time of year. They didn't breed well this year, so they're not swooping as much. So it's funny, I didn't get swooped by magpies this year. I'd say the conditions we've had lately have sort of denied them breeding. So they haven't been as predominant as a species, because the storms we've had come through here would have wiped out all the eggs. And yeah, and they rely on the eggs to stay alive so they can have their chicks and little magpie chicks. So once they have the magpie chicks, they stop swooping and start feeding. I wouldn't believe it if I didn't see it with my own eyes. This place actually has a walking track. It's called Bandicoot Walking Track. I'm not going to walk the track. That's all there is to it. I'm not going to walk it. I don't need to. I just wanted to show you what's around here. They do have an oval here for football, and lots of wildlife and birds, that is. I think in an apocalypse, the only real creatures going to live is birds, and maybe some lizards and cockroaches. That's it. Cockroaches do drown though, they can't swim. Well, this has got to suck. This is a sewage plant. I can actually smell it. It reeks. Right in the industrial, basically right across the road from neighbourhoods. Don't know if that's a great idea, but it is a sewage plant nonetheless. And of course, that's right next to Footy Oval Recreation Reserve. I think I might just call it. If I see anything else, I will let you know. I'm just going to walk down this street, see if there's anything interesting down here, and maybe go for a drive quickly and see if there's anything else I might have missed. Now, if you guys want me in your town and actually film and walk around, let me know. And if you want to join me, please do. I'd like to get to know the audience out there and have a go. And hopefully you like getting out there and getting on camera too. So if you're interested, give me a message down below, let me know. This building has got to be historical. There's a stone there, it looks like a little, like a gravesite or something. It looks like it might have been an old church, but now it's a home. The stone there was laid by something, but I'll read that later when I have a look. Walking through this historic little town, it's got some old buildings. Look at this one. Little cat on the couch there, on the chair, relaxing. Can't see it, can you? People's little camera. Oh, look at the fish. This is a bit of artwork. Look at that. Art studio first Sunday each month. Appointments. How cool is this? And people like to put their rubbish in there as well. And nice. That's bloody brilliant. Aren't people awesome? So guys, I hope you liked that adventure in this little doggy. Here he goes. So I hope you liked that little adventure through Longwarry. I am heading to other places as well around these areas, just to see the history of the place. And I really hope you liked the video. Cheers guys, thanks for watching. And if you live in this area, please drop by, say hello, pop a comment down below, tell me what you think. If you want me to come to your town, let me know, and we can meet up and actually do a video together if you like. Anyway, looking forward to it. Cheers guys, we'll see you in the next one. Oh, by the way, I hope you like the name change.